Hello, today we will be talking about the second part of using Boot Camp for your computer. The last video got cut because of the 10-minute limit. So today, where we left off, we're going to be talking about Time Machine. Time Machine backup utility. The Time Machine helps you back up all of your files on the computer. When you're doing that, make sure you know what you're doing. Because Time Machine, what it does is that it saves a copy of every single one of your files. So when you back up your file, do not misuse that space you just used on your external hard drive using Time Machine. Let's just go to use Time Machine to back up and support your data from Apple support. https://support.apple.com en-us ht201250. Okay, so use Time Machine to back up and restore your drive. So today we're going to be talking about how to back up your drive. It automatically makes hourly backups for the past 24 hours. Remember, when you're using Time Machine, you always have to remember that you are using the correct external drive for your backups. For example, Apple sells a kind of backup of hard drive meant for backups, which is called the Time Capsule. As you can see, it also starts with time, since it is meant to be compatible with the Time Machine. So Airport Time Capsule. This is the 3 terabytes of storage for Airport Time Capsule, and it can, if you connect it to your Mac, you can actually back up all of your data before you boot your computer into Windows. So remember, you can either choose 2 terabytes or 1 terabyte based on how many gigabytes or terabytes is your computer, or how many backups you want for your computer. So this is how it looks. Okay, so there's a gigabit internet LAN port, so we can connect it to your internet. There's a USB port where this is important, where you connect it to your computer, and the power cord. These are very important just to know. This is MacBook Air with it, so if you have a MacBook Air, then you can just use it like that. But I recommend if you have an iMac, then use it, because laptops are meant for compatibility and road warriors, so I'm just recommending. And backing up your Time Machine. You open up the Time Machine symbol, icon on your dock or in Finder, and then you turn it on. So when you turn it on, you have to confirm which external hard drive you are using. Make sure your drive is actually connected to your computer and has been turned on. Otherwise, it would not show up. Remember, Time Capsule is the best way of backing up your data using Time Machine, because it's most compatible and you actually trust it instead of using another hard drive from a different company. So after you back up your drive, then you go to you can either restore, if this is for very rare cases, that you can, when your Mac gets erased after downloading Windows, then you can just click restore. Well, you can't exactly click restore, but you can re-download a Mac and then restore from a Time Machine backup. How you do that is that when you turn on your Mac, after that chime turns on, like boom, then you click the option key, you click Recovery HD. When you do that, you are actually booting into a different version that has not been erased. So you can re-download everything and sign into your iCloud account, and then finally you can go back to what you were doing. That's why Time Machine is so important. Okay, next up. After you back up your drive to Time Machine, what you do is that you go to Boot Camp Assistant. Remember, this is after you have the 16 gigabyte the 16 gigabyte USB port, should I say drive, and your ISO image from Microsoft. Remember, let me show you how to get the ISO image from Microsoft. You go to Microsoft, Windows 10, ISO image. Go there, and you go to Windows 10 ISO, Microsoft.com. You configure your editions, your language, and then it'll finally let you download the 64-bit and the 32-bit downloads. Remember, always do the 64-bit download because 32-bit is not compatible. Repeat, not compatible with your Mac. And one last thing, when you are updating your Mac, when you are backing up your Mac and downloading Windows, make sure you know that your Mac is made in 2013 or after 2013. If you did not do that, you cannot download Windows 10 at all. It will completely crash your computer, or even worse, probably. Remember, if you have anything before 2013, then you must get Windows 8 or even Windows 7. Warning. Okay, next step. Let's go to apple.com/. Let's go to apple.com first. Apple and Boot Camp. Let's go to the main website. See. Installing Windows 10 on your Mac. How to install it. Next one, open Boot Camp Assistant. Boot Camp Assistant is an app on your computer. Go to Finder, type in Boot Camp Assistant. You will find an icon with two drives on top of it, one with a slanted square. Click it, you open it, and then when you're done, click download and then format your Windows partition. This is very important. The amount of memory the amount of storage your Mac has is based on when you buy it. So, for example, 500 gigabytes, you can format how many gigabytes will be given to Windows. For example, you can give 200 gigabytes of your Mac's data to Windows in case when it's open. If it's not been used already. If it's been used, you have to give a smaller portion. Remember, do not give the bigger portion to Windows because then you'll basically lose your Mac. Like, seriously. Then you install Windows, you wait. It takes about 1 hour to install Windows. Remember, this is very important. Don't try turning it off during this 1 hour, and make sure your keyboard and mouse have new batteries or they're connected to your computer. When they restart your computer, click Option key after the chime is done, like bum. Click Option, and then you can switch, and then they give you 3 options: Recovery HD, Macintosh HD, and Windows. And then you can choose which one you want. When you do, make sure that every time when you want to switch, just restart the computer. When it does the bum, click Option, and then wait until all 3 icons come, and then click on the one you want. Remember, do not click on Recovery HD. It is only if you lost all your data. Okay, so this concludes our boot camp thing. For any more information, go to Apple's website. Bye here.